This should be good. Oh, tonight on What a Delight with Chelsea White. So many exciting things are happening. We have host and bachelor expert Michelle Collins literally walking up the stairs as we speak. I'm also going to get acupuncture done live with my acupuncturist Beth Conroy. She's hanging out in my bedroom. Isn't she a delight? Plus, I talk about my favorite part of this week's eclipse and my all-time favorite VMA performance. Any guesses what it is? Leave them in the comments because it's all happening right now on What a Delight with Chelsea White!
It's such a lovely treat. Your favorite show to watch at night. You are watching What a Delight with Chelsea White.
Oh, it's happening? Sorry, I was sharing it on our page so everyone could watch. You guys, my cats are making out. Oh my god, let's see more of my cats making out on the acupuncture table. Oh my god. Beth, can we do acupuncture on my cats later?
We can absolutely strap them down.
Okay, perfect. I have some straps waiting. I use them for other things. You guys, if you missed last week's episode of What a Delight, listen, do yourself a favor. Check out the archives, because I talked to my friends Corey and Dra, and it was maybe our most delightful episode yet until tonight. I think we may top it. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the Facebook, and the Facebook audience can hear it, but the cops are coming to shut it down because we're having too much fun. The sirens are happening outside.
We'll be here in a half hour to 45 minutes.
DJ Ducka Dumb and Demon, did you call the cops?
Kind of. A little bit. Wait, oh, lights, Leah, lights!
Oh no, we need the party lights! Start again.
No, it's okay.
All right.
Let's just move
Leave
on.
the party lights on for just a moment, though. There we go.
Okay. How are you, Chelsea?
You know, DJ Duck and Demon, I'm well. How are you?
I'm all right.
What, well, let's get into this week's Delight highlights, because it has to do with the topical question I was going to ask you. Christina, if we may. Oh! Who's at the door? Oh, it's Michelle Collins! Let's give Kim 2 coming in! The live entrance! Michelle! Listen, Michelle, we'll get you in just a minute. No, we'll get you in just a minute. Have a seat. No, have a seat.
Okay.
Michelle, I'm so excited to talk to you just in a moment. Just quick, Michelle, since you just walked in, it's very hot because we can't have the air conditioner on while we broadcast. Also, make yourself a cocktail, please. Okay. You guys, comment everything you think is delightful. Also, Christina, please don't be distracted by the entrance of our guest. We need some lower thirds.
Sorry.
Can you please? Thank you. Also, comment everything that delights you. Any comments as of yet? Let me check. So far, my mom loved it. I mean, why wouldn't she?
Why wouldn't she?
Why wouldn't she? Guys, we need to get on commenting. Mom, you're our only hope. Tell us something that delights you. Okay. The eclipse just happened. Everyone's talking about it. But
True.
I had a favorite part of the eclipse that might be unexpected. I don't know if you guys saw this footage. This is very rare footage, only visible in parts of the country. Let's check it out right now, Christina. The show is for free, and the fun of it is that every week, you know, you just never know if it's going to work or not. Also, I'm going to share this to my page for a real quick sec. Okay, here we go.
We're back!
We're back!
Yay!
Do you guys, you're going to see why I'm wearing my outfit in a minute. Okay. Christina,
Yes.
where are we going this Sunday?
To the MTV VMA.
The MTV Video Music Awards! Not to brag, I won't get to watch any of it. I'll be in a production truck the whole time, but it's still very glamorous. celebration, I wanted to share with you guys the all-time best video music awards performance ever. Oh, it's not on there? Christina!
This is going well.
I am committed
Describe it.
to showing you guys this.
Can you?
I mean, I
perform
can also put it in. Should we just do it?
Let's do it.
Do it live. Go to camera 2 and follow Chelsea's journey to put it back into OBS.
Doing it live.
Going behind the scenes.
Should I watch? Watching your butt.
Yes. So guys, here we go.
This is how the magic is made.
This is how the magic happens.
This is magic.
This is like
We're just gonna go in here. We're gonna see. Are there any weird? Oh, don't look at that. That's it.
What?
That's a sensor. I'm just kidding. This is Britney Spears and NSYNC at the 1990 VMAs. Oh my God!
Britney Spears?
Over here. Over here. No. Here. My loneliness is killing me. Baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Something wasn't right. DJ. Right now, I'd like to introduce to you some friends of mine. In sync. Now you may get down. 3, 4.
Just so everyone knows,
Yes.
every person in this room right now was literally whispering, "Yes, oh my God, yes, oh, yes."
Because it was okay. JC Shazay will always be my husband, and the move when he comes up and he goes, that move when he goes right to the audience. God damn it!
very intense.
Yes.
I will still marry him one day. All right, I know my boyfriend. We can be a throuple. Let's talk about this really quick because we can't go without saying it. I just want to make something clear on What a Delight. What a Delight's stance on white supremacy and Nazis, not delightful, all right? And because of that, I don't know if you guys saw the nationwide movement. There's actually a petition to replace the Confederate statues that have been very controversial, rightfully so, get them out of here, with a statue of Missy Elliott. This is how I always want to remember her. From the greatest music video of all time. I can't stand the rain. If I had thought this through, I would have given you that song, DJ Jack Hunt, but it's okay. I just sang the hook, and that's all you need to know. So I want to really quick this petition, guys, since we're already like 10 minutes behind, I won't do it now, but I'm going to pledge to do it later. You guys should go Google Missy Elliott petition and sign it. It already has 28,000 signatures. Yeah. So let's all pledge right now to sign the Missy Elliott petition. Replace General Robert E. Lee or whoever the fuck these people are. I don't even know. That's how unimportant they are. We don't even know who they are. With Missy Elliott. Welcome back, Michelle Collins. She got some cold beverages. You didn't miss anything, Michelle.
I got something else.
Oh, what'd you get?
A treat for the cat.
Oh, you're such an angel. You're such an angel.
I didn't know if you were like one of those people
No.
who's like, no treats.
No, I literally, and those are their favorite treats.
Yeah.
So
Irresistible.
feed them to the cats. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Yeah.
You're so look, both of the cats are like ready to pounce. They're like so into. Yeah, give them some.
But I don't keep your thing.
Christina, take camera 2, show the kitties.
Should I throw on the wine music while she's giving the cats treats?
Wait, that's fine.
I mean, yeah.
We're gonna
Get some.
literally go
Are you gonna? Yeah, we're gonna give the cats treats live on air. Let's play some wine music.
How many do they get each?
A couple. Give them a couple. Yeah.
Welcome to intermission.
they're so excited. Wow, the big one with the monster. Crazy.
They're crazy for cat food. You guys,
Alright.
that was a delight. And we have, some delightful comments. Ashley, who was here last week, your best friend Christina, she agrees that that NSYNC Britney performance was the best. So
Did she whisper it though? When it was playing, did she go, that's the best?
when it's that exciting, you can only whisper.
All right, fair.
All right, really quickly before we get into some acupuncture and some Beth and some Michelle Collins, I really want to share this because it's very close to my heart. You guys you've been asking me, where's Christina's delightful spam folder segment, the segment that grew near and dear to our hearts and we came to expect every week, all right? Well, it's back this week, but with a twist.
Huh?
This is Christina's delightful iPhone voicemail translator. So this one, she got a call the other day, and the voicemail transcription said, "Hi, this is of the big guy from Call Mom. I'm on my way to the place of the experiment. Thank you."
Ooh. Christina, what experiment were you
It
running?
sounds so mysterious.
Yeah.
What though I'm told by Christina that the voicemail actually said is, "This is a delivery guy from Room and Board. I'm on my way to your place. We'll be there in about 10 minutes. Thank you."
Oh my god.
No, there was no guy. There was no experiment.
I mean,
And it's all very disappointing.
the NSA could probably use that, whatever algorithm, to hide information at that point.
Michelle, I'm so sorry. You started. You created a
knew.
monster. You created a
I didn't
monster.
know. I literally was like, this is like in Central Park when you see birds. Like, I didn't know what was going on. But this is how I get
No,
people
they'll never leave. All right, DJ Duck and Demon, I feel like we used our transition
did.
music on the cats.
Let's just
Should we
move.
just play it again?
I mean, if you want.
I mean, let's. Oh, wait, but this isn't what's happening. We're bringing Beth the Conroy out.
Yeah.
So we have her music.
Here we
Beth
go.
Conroy, get out here! Yay! Thank you so much for being here. You smell delicious. Also,
a delight.
I don't know if you caught DJ Duck Hunt Demon's expert entrance music. That was relax. Which is what you do. You help people relax. So you are, what is your official title? I always say like, oh, my acupuncturist, but is that like complete, do you have a much more official title than that? And I'm just making a mockery of it?
It's totally acupuncturist.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Well,
Perfect.
at first I thought you were meant, oh, yes, you're making a mockery of it.
Yeah.
Wellness expert?
Cat
Cat lover?
cat lover.
Gee, can we show off your tattoos?
Yeah, so
Let's get Cam
First
too
of all,
on
it's
Beth's
such a delight
tattoos.
to be
well, maybe
here.
not right in her crotch, but can we? Yeah, there you go. Stand
I'm
up.
here
there
for
you
the
go. There you go.
cats.
These are her cats.
Jackson, and this is Izzy.
That is so cute.
Isn't that so delightful?
Totally branded myself the crazy cat lady.
Well,
so.
that's mostly why we brought you here.
that's
We
why
brought
I'm
you here
here.
under the guise of acupuncture to just sharing crazy cat ladiness. So, Beth, I've been seeing you for at least a couple of years
Couple of
now.
years,
Because
yeah.
I started going to you for a very exciting reason. I won't go into all the details. But the top line is, I went off birth control. My period didn't come back for 2 years. And Western medicine did not work.
You buried the lead.
And so then I went to Beth and we did some acupuncture. She also sent me to an awesome herbalist. And then, boom,
That's amazing.
just red river, crimson waves, riding it.
It's like a Cinderella story.
That is, yeah,
It's kind of, right?
it's magical. Wait,
it's a
don't let
fairy
Disney
tale.
take that for free.
No, I am already, Disney is working on it. It's the 2024. It's in the vault right now, but they're going to release it in a little bit. But then I've seen you since for other things, like just some little like aches and pains and things like that. But I know it's very hard to summarize on a Facebook Live show made with negative $5 and in a couple of minutes. But basically, what is the top line philosophy behind acupuncture?
Often people come to me because they haven't found results elsewhere. But the reality is acupuncture and Chinese medicine, the basis of it is a whole medical system. So it's designed to treat acute situations as they come up, but it's also a preventative, holistic medicine. So I usually see people regularly at this point, which is great. So I see you regularly when you need to come see me.
When I need to come, I wish I could come all the time.
Relax when you want to come.
I
That's
would.
what the
I
song
wish
said.
I could be just like Frankie Goes to Hollywood and like, live the way that he intended us to live. Well, because the other bummer, and I mean, this is something, can we talk to Trump about this? I feel like he doesn't have a lot on his agenda. Maybe he can get right to this. But, like, it's not covered by a lot, or at least for me, it's not covered by a lot of healthcare yet, which is, like, a big bummer. And let's get on that modern
How will Big
healthcare.
Pharma make their money, Chelsea?
I know, exactly. That's the problem. Maybe they can start, like, manufacturing needles. I think a lot of people might be intimidated by acupuncture, a little bit, like, stressed out, confused by it. But is acupuncture for anybody? Like, who's a good candidate?
Absolutely. Anybody's a candidate. Usually people come to me because something's going on.
Right.
But every once in a while I get someone who's just really curious. So,
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah,
They're
it
like,
is.
just shoot me up one time.
It's not very often, but it's really interesting because then
Like,
I
it's
really
fun.
just kind of get to make it up as I go, right? Like, I
Right,
know
right.
that I'm going to be helping them from a baseline perspective,
Right.
But it's a really different conversation when they're on the table, right?
What's the most, and I mean, I guess without violating any sort of confidentiality, not that you'll be telling us their name and social security number, but, like, what's the most interesting reason that someone has come to you?
Feel free to do that as well.
Yeah, so we'll take social security numbers.
I mean,
that's
it
fine.
can get pretty weird.
Yeah.
So, and some really
Sex accidents?
Not accidents, but
Sex on purpose.
I had a very interesting man come to me who had been to other professionals, healthcare professionals, and he'd had a chronic, what he called spasm or tear in his perineum, which, if you're not familiar where it is, it's in a place where there actually is an acupuncture point.
Oh, wow.
That I had no intention of needling for him, but he really, and he was a really interesting character. So.
Do you think he really just, like, on the DL heard that it was a really great, like, sexual experience?
I'm not sure. I think he was very serious, but there was an element where I knew I wasn't going there. I was going to use further away points to supposedly help him with what was going on.
Across the room.
Yeah.
Whenever you're like...
Across state lines.
Yeah, totally. When I was interning with one of my teachers, he was a sports medicine acupuncturist, and a famous snowboarder came in. He'd fallen on his tailbone, and he had him ass up on the table and use that point, we call it do one, that is straight in the taint, basically.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do one.
Straight in the taint, and it was a clinic environment, so all of us were in the room. There were other patients, and this guy was in so much pain. He was like, done, ass up, pants down.
Oh, he's extreme. He's an extreme sportsman.
That's also a great, like, just tagline for the perineum. Just do one.
Yeah.
Also, I'm wondering if you guys at home have any questions about acupuncture. I'm going to check in if anyone's commented. I think people are just still very excited about the NSYNC and Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're still whispering.
Michelle, my mom would like to remind you that they will sit for treats. The cats will sit for treats. So just so you're aware, in the future. Okay, great. Perfect. No, you're correct. You're correct if the other way. Well, Beth, let's get into it. I want to do some acupuncture here today. So what can we start out with? Anything like easy breezy we can kind of just like do right here on the couch?
Let's do something right here.
Let's do it.
One of the most popular acupuncture points is the third eye point,
Right in there.
tongue,
Right
which
in the
is
bang.
yeah, it's the like calm the fuck down point,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So yeah,
I need this 7 times
Start
a
with
day.
that one, huh?
this really
Maybe
calms.
this-
Yeah, totally calms
Don't
the.
tell my boyfriend about this one.
I'll take
We're
over
gonna
if
get in
he
a
can't
fight, and
handle
he's
it
just gonna be
anymore.
like,
yeah.
And see.
"Stop needling me between the eyes."
You wake
I
up
was like,
Please, acupressure my wife.
acupuncture my wife, please, babe, on camera.
Sorry.
All right,
Hey, what's up?
So
Here we go.
hold in the scream
Yes.
for the audience. So
I'm
that
gonna
they-
be good. I've actually never kept my eyes open while I do this. So should I, and the today's not
Nope,
the day.
you don't have to.
It is a very. I remember even the first time I got it, I was kind of nervous.
Should we get in here?
Whoa.
Get in there on
It's
camera.
hard to see with the.
Can you see it?
Yeah, but you have a needle in your forehead.
I have a needle in my forehead.
Definitely.
This is your first time?
No, I do it regularly. Have you done it before,
I
Michelle?
have.
Okay. Do
I
you
love
like it?
I love it.
Okay,
I
great.
haven't done it in New York, but only in LA. 'Cause
Well,
that's how I am there.
let's stick some needles in you.
I actually have a headache right here. Maybe there's something for you.
Well, I think
Actually,
we
this
just
is
definitely
really
want to do some things for you, guys. I feel very uncomfortable when my bangs are parted. This is like
really.
Okay,
I'll fix it
okay.
for you. I'm
Fix
sorry.
it for me. And you know what?
I'm so
Calm about your
sorry.
bangs.
Yeah.
Well, Beth, I kind of feel like if you're
That was my
here,
bad. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, is it out?
It looks, no, it looks
No.
great.
Oh, it's still there?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, if we're here, I feel like we should just really go for it.
You want to go for
Should
it
we
here?
just like get on the table?
No, let's get on the table.
Let's get on the table. Okay, so
do
we're
it.
gonna walk
Let
over
me-
to camera
let me
two.
first
do you want?
adjust-
Do you
yeah,
want?
I'm gonna take this out. On the
Take
way
that out
over.
just so my bangs can be
Yeah.
better. Am I bleeding a
Fix
little
that.
bit? Okay,
Nope,
great.
just making sure.
Can I bring my wine? Is that not a
You
good-
have to bring your wine.
Okay, great. Let's do that. So we'll walk over here.
Brandon needs to.
We have some calming spa music. Oh, Miranda's here. Guys, also, here, sign my wine and my cards. This is why I wore this on my outfit. Guys, this is a one-piece bathing suit. This is a one-piece bathing suit, so don't worry. This is not scandalous. This is just me getting more naked than I like to see. Woo!
Just shot up to 12.
Woo! Giving the people what they... Now all the cats are here! Okay, let me get rid of... Should I just hold my one more cards? Okay, cats. Here, I'm going to do some acupuncture.
Oh, great, you're getting a lot of light.
Oh, wow! Guys, it's from J. Crew, circa 2016.
Ellen Carl says, I can honestly say I've never heard the phrase straight the tape.
Ellen Carl!
Well, you did now!
Alright, so Beth...
It ain't acupuncture.
Beth,
We lost a viewer. We lost a viewer.
Who tuned out on this? Who would possibly tune out at this
You
juncture?
guys last time are like, no.
Alright,
I love how you brought your cards.
I brought my cards and my wine, and Beth, I feel like just to be on brand, the ailment that I'm just kind of dealing with ongoing would be the hangover. So, thank you. Or what? Can you show me some like acupuncture points that would help, in particular with the hangover?
Totally.
And then also just walk us through what you're doing. It says walk us through what you're doing. That's why I brought my cards, because I wanted to remember that part that Christina wrote for me. All right, go
Read
ahead.
off for you if you need it.
Is it
So
like regulation to have wine with you? Do you let patients usually? Well, oh my God. Just almost committed suicide. All right. Do you let your clients bring wine to the table?
They should, especially if you're working on a hangover, because it will probably help as well. So I'll probably implement that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
The gang's all here. Okay, go ahead.
So I will start with the same point again. I won't screw your bangs up this time. I'm so sorry.
No, I appreciate your concern.
Yeah.
If you could just keep them.
Yeah. Just for now, I'm going to part them. I'll bring them
Okay.
back.
So is it like a blood flow thing? Or is it like is this regulation right here? This seems not sanitary.
What, the cat?
Yeah.
It's fine. Miranda, what do you think?
Miranda, check out this needle in between my boobs.
I'm going to let Miranda choose the points that we do.
the next point?
We're going to come down here now.
I do feel common also for viewers at home who have never gotten acupuncture. You know, psychologically, and I'm a person who's afraid of needles. Like, I don't like getting my blood taken and stuff, but this is it is soothing. And it's really not, every now and then you will do a point that kind of, you do feel a little bit of like I felt that, and then it immediately goes away. So what are we going to do down here?
We're going to come down to the legs often because we want to ground the energy of the person. And this will help do that with someone who's anxious or hungover. So
You've come to the right place.
we should have started there, but I'm going to backtrack and get to it for you.
You do know me. You know me too well. You know me better than I know myself, perhaps.
Does it hurt or does it just pinch?
It really, I literally, like that one she just put in, I sincerely didn't even feel it go in. I only felt her fingers touching me. The one she put in between my cleavage there, I did feel a tiny, tiny pinch. But then, like, now it just happens in that moment, and then it's gone. Yeah. So should I be feeling dizzy?
I
Dizzy
think
and
that
drunk?
described it.
No, I feel very relaxed. Also, the calming. Oh, Miranda's going by the needles. Is that dangerous?
No, you'll be fine.
Oh, God.
Just in a
Oh, God.
Where'd that relaxment go?
All right. Michelle, do you have any questions so far?
None.
Okay, great.
So this would be a starting point for the beginning of a treatment, systemically to calm the person, and then we're usually working on something more specific. So I would actually come in and work on the local area, or if we're working on like fertility support or anxiety, depression, GI issues, anything from a systemic level, then we really start to target it with more needles at this point.
So interesting. something I don't think people think about for acupuncture. I feel like a lot of people think of it for either overall relaxation or specific, like, oh, I have pain in this place. But it really is, like you said, like a systemic, like internal stuff it can be helpful with too. Miranda, you're getting dangerously close to the needle, and it's making me.
I gotcha.
Miranda, the eclipse. All right. Well,
So these points I just placed in, right, and you didn't feel some of them. I do a technique called trigger point release therapy, which causes the muscles to contract and release, which I love doing, but you really feel it. So someone who is not necessarily in touch with their body or fearful of sensation with it, it may not be for them, but when people are in a lot of pain, it's like, come to Jesus moment. Like, that's what drew me to acupuncture. It was a lifesaver for me. I know we've done some work on you and your neck and shoulders.
my last time I came to you, yes, I was having a lot of come to Jesus. I felt it. I came for a specific nerve thing, and it was very exciting. By exciting, I mean terrifying. Okay, Beth.
No, does it work for appetite control?
Oh,
So this is a tricky question, right? Like, people want an easy fix to lose. Hi, Debbie. People want an easy fix to quit smoking, for appetite suppression. It can help from a systemic level, and it'll support decisions that you're making, especially if you've already taken something out and there's some uncomfortability. But I'm generally not comfortable telling people that it's the only solution, right? Because that's just too easy, and everyone would be doing acupuncture if that was the case for things like that. So. To get you in the door, sure, I'll lie to you. You can come in. I'll tell. Yeah.
You can make it big.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's pull these needles out of me, and let's get, before we let you go, any parting thoughts? Or also, I don't know, Michelle, do you want a needle between your eyes or anything? Or are you good? Are you good? Are you satiated?
Can you do me a
Okay.
favor and grab the little jar over there with
Don't-
the cotton ball for me?
Don't be alarmed that I'm bleeding between my eyes.
Yeah, we've got,
It's a
like-
very common
I'm very used to this.
acupuncture thing. DJ Duck and Demon, also, do you maybe have a future as like a mic worker and audience talk? I feel like
I absolutely could.
you're very adept at it. Yeah. You're like a regular Phil Donahue over here.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Guys, how are my bangs? Was this enlightening to everybody watching?
It sounds enlightening.
Christina, is anyone horrified by this?
Covered in blood now.
Seems horrifying.
Does anyone want to say anything about my tan? Because I'm feeling pretty good about.
I would like to say I did comment first thing.
Yes,
I saw you.
Beth.
You're prompting your own questions now.
Yes, I mean, I would love any thoughts on my tan. I'd love any thoughts on, just questions for Beth.
Beth said it was super interesting.
Alyssa, thank you so much for watching. I think it was interesting.
I think you can get up.
I'm gonna sit on it. Oh yes. Oh, one more thing. Beth, help
I
me.
just want to sanitize you after I like.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
We got real medieval archaic here. So.
I'm also now.
That's my brand.
Yep.
I didn't.
Both of you, not just Chelsea.
I didn't fill in my eyebrows today because I was like, oh well, it'll be fine. And now everyone in America saw my eyebrows not filled in. And by
No one's looking at your eyebrows.
and by everyone in America, I mean 2 people that are watching. You guys, all right. Should I do the rest of this just without a skirt on? Yep. Beth, thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Guys, this is all happening on live TV. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Here we go.
You know what? What's up, Leo?
I'm gonna put my skirt back on.
And the calming music ended at the perfect spot.
Yeah, it did.
It really did. Everybody's doing great.
You know what that means?
Here we go. All right. Beth, let's get Beth on camera too. Thank you so much. Where can people make appointments with you? Where can people make appointments with you?
BethConroy.com. CONROY. I would love to torture you. Come in anytime.
Oh my God, yeah.
Beth, I hate to do this to you. Come say that into the microphone.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Really quick, Beth. Where can people make appointments with you?
BethConroy.com. CONROY. I would love to torture you anytime.
Beth, do you do cupping?
I do. Yep.
Michelle asked if you didn't hear that if Beth does cupping.
Yes.
She does.
Yes.
Aromatherapy, lots of exciting things.
Yep.
Yes.
Lots of other things. So email me. Come in anytime.
She's
I'd
a
love to see
miracle
you.
worker. Beth Conroy. All right, listen. Without any further delay, Michelle Collins, you've been feeding my cats in the corner for the duration. Get in here.
Hi. What's up? Thank you. Hi. What am I looking like? This is a new top.
You look amazing.
Wait, I'm blocking
Just
your
settle
sign.
in. Just settle in. Yeah, you're fine. Sit in front of it for sure. Do you you have a little tanuki on your lower third, so that's especially for you.
Oh, leave it there. Block my New Balances. Hi, girl.
Is this your first time in Astoria?
It was what?
Is this your first time in Astoria, Queens?
Astoria. I thought you said Soroyo. I was like, is that a new...
Welcome to Soroyo!
That's what I call
No,
my
I've been
apartment.
to Astoria. I've lived in New York for almost 20 years. Of course I've been to Astoria.
Well, we had a friend of yours, Katina Correo. It was her first time in Astoria
That
ever.
can't be true.
She said it was
She
true.
lives there. No, she lives there.
I don't think
know
she
where that
lied.
bitch lives. She lives across town. Anyway.
She lied to us.
Should we go there after this?
Yeah, we should.
Have you been to the new Costco here in Astoria?
There's a new one? I knew there had always been
the
one.
one, maybe
The
it's
one.
old. The new
Well,
teeny
it's like
Costco?
new, old, it's like medium.
I was hooking up with a very nice lady right across from the Costco.
Was she very large? Was she in
No,
bulk?
she was.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
Michelle.
good. It was a Costco joke. Okay, yes.
Tell us, who or what do you find delightful right now? Let's just get right into the delightful things.
Well, I discovered a new show on, so I have a link online on the internet.
Yes.
That goes to BBC, all the BBC channels.
Sure.
And I discovered a new show called Naked Attraction that you can really only watch by illegally downloading. So I don't want to encourage your viewers to get
What's
thrown in jail.
what's the log line?
It's basically eliminate completely. So it's but you only see part. It's amazing. So you see they start with dick or vag, then it goes to chest, and then face, then voice. And then
that's like how you're picking people.
Yes,
So,
each round you eliminate someone.
Can you basically say next, so you get rid of them all?
You're
together.
and everyone is so nice because it's in England. So even if a guy has the smallest, a little tiny penis, they want to be it's his stance. His stance wasn't confident enough to me. I'm his stance wasn't it's
Did he
just
name his penis Stance?
Yeah, right, exactly. It's just why he's standing, and I don't like his ankles. They'll come up with anything. They don't want to be he's got a small dick. Move along. And same with the guys to the women. I mean, it's all kinds. It's very gender and sexuality friendly. But when the guys see the girls, they also, and frankly, anyone with the women, they don't want to be she's heavy. So they'll be oh, she's a bit too curvy for me. They're just very nice.
Isn't it funny though, even people on a show like that's literally the premise is judge other people based on physicality and based on superficial things. They're still it doesn't seem like we're into the same thing. It's literally
Do you
just
look
tight
into the
on her
camera here?
vagina.
Because I'm looking at you.
No, look at anyone.
I'm willing to not look at you.
We have an in-house DJ.
Could you
Hi.
imagine that show shot and put out in this country? Because
There is
it would
no
be
way.
very different.
No.
Yeah.
Would it be legal?
No, I'm
mean,
just
how's
saying,
it
from
legal
everyone's
there?
so polite
Oh, I
over
see what you're
there,
saying.
it would not
right,
be
yeah, they'd be
that level of decorum.
It also
Right, exactly.
wouldn't. I mean, I don't know what network. Maybe HBO would show it, but it's they're.
Who would show it?
What's interesting about it though is that you watch it it's not hot necessarily. You
Right.
kind of judge who would
clinical.
you wanna,
Right,
Yeah, it's
right.
actually very medical almost.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
the end you're oh great, another dick.
Right.
And no one's circumcised by the way, which is very interesting.
Oh, wow.
And 90% uncircumcised.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Super clinical.
I haven't left my house in 5 days. Also, I went to Key Foods to get water because I was very thirsty.
Right,
I walked
you're
in
parched.
Central Park, which is why my sneakers are on. Yeah, whatever. And I was well, I'll bring cat treats. There they go.
You can hear them enjoying them.
They hate
They're
each
cute.
other.
Yeah. I feel like they hate love each other. I feel like that's actually just
You're
sisterly
mistaken.
love. Christina, let's get the cats over on cam 2.
You're
Christina's
mistaken.
not on her cam 2 game today.
Busy watching them.
You're busy watching.
Christina's watching them in real time.
Did you enjoy them?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, I
You
would
had
love
the
you
big
to.
one first.
Yes, the bigger one, Tanuki.
So the bigger one hates the little one.
Correct.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. I feel like he actually loves the little one because I think it's sort of like a faux he puts on. He knows that he can just kick the shit out of the little one, and I think he kind of loves it.
I mean, you
Because
can
he
see the
knows that
stance.
he's the boss.
You can see the stance right
Yeah,
there. He's
yeah,
just
it's
looming.
the boss.
Stance.
His
Yeah.
stance.
Eliminate him. I don't like his stance. He's got a small cat dick.
Yeah.
Where's this? Hi. Okay.
Oh my god, it is really. I never had a male cat for a Tanuki, and they do have little penises, and it's very disturbing.
Yes. Is he not?
All right.
thick?
He is, but I mean,
Okay.
you don't shut the penis off. It's just the balls and
No,
stuff.
but
It
they
still
don't,
has,
get
a little penis.
hard.
It's no, even after getting fixed, it's still every now and then just a little tiny penis you can see.
What?
It's very
I'm
That's
very
impossible. No,
because,
excuse me. I have to say something that
I would love you to.
maybe I had a cat with a micro dick because my parents had a little male cat
He did.
that
It is
never.
micro.
I have never seen him ever one time it stick out. I would have been.
It is extraordinarily. It's extraordinarily micro, but it's still just a little thing.
Oh, I would
Let's
have
move
really
on.
freaked. No, I really would like to talk
My
about
mom's
it.
listening to hear me talk about my cat's penis.
Okay.
Well, everyone's listening to you talk about
Well,
it.
mostly my mom.
Okay, I'm
So,
sorry. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Deb.
Where's the camera
Sorry
here?
about the acupuncture not helping with appetites or prison.
Yeah.
We brought you into Almost Paradise because you are a big Bachelorette
I am.
aficionado,
Yes.
and of course, like Bachelorette in Paradise.
Yes. Are you watching?
I'm not. I don't watch. I'm like maybe the only person who doesn't watch.
You're missing
You're
out.
watching?
You are missing out. It's good.
What are you? I mean, you have a podcast. What's that? Tell me everything. Tell
Well,
me.
the
Yeah.
No,
Go
please,
ahead.
no, ask a question.
I was just gonna say, just tell me everything. Tell me everything that you're working on right now, including Bachelor-related things.
Well, the Bachelorette thing, I have a podcast that is not only about Bachelor. It's called Fresh Batch, which happens to be coincidental. But it's really about everything, because a lot of people who watch Bachelor are like, oh, I don't listen to it because I don't watch Bachelor. And I'm
Right.
like, but it's about everything.
Right.
Everything.
It's about
We do
life.
talk about it. It's like sort of the common thread, but we do it in
Right.
Housewives as well. But, Bachelor is Bachelor. I mean, I'm watching it. I'm not live tweeting Paradise because, like, I'm actually working on other things, and I feel like they don't pay me to do that shit. And I'm like,
Right.
well, why am I killing myself?
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean by that? It's like, and it's so fucking long. Am I
Right.
allowed to curse? It's
Yes,
like
say anything. We
hours
just talked
and
about
hours.
happinesses.
It's
Talk about
5
that.
hours, like a week,
Yeah.
basically. So it's like, you know what? Like, I'm only young for like one more year.
I know.
Can't do it anymore.
We do.
Yeah. So
What else are you working on? Tell us everything.
I just completed a show on Lifetime called Date Night Live.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, it was really fun, and hopefully we'll be back soon.
That's
I
so
don't know
exciting.
when, but hopefully soon. And when I'm writing stuff, the usual stuff.
The usual things.
Yeah.
Coming to story.
Stand
talk
up.
about
I have my upright.
happinesses.
I have my UCB show September 13th.
Magic Niche.
Magic Mish XXL. Yeah, it's
When's the
really
next
fun.
one?
September 13th.
Okay.
Thank you. I like to just come on shows just to plug my
Well,
projects.
that's like
Don't ask
saying-
me anything else. I'm not interested in anything
no
but
other
my
reason.
plug.
Well, would you ever? Let's get back to the Bachelor. Would you
Yeah.
ever be a contestant on the Bachelor?
I mean,
Bachelor?
A, I'm too old. I'm too fat. So no.
But if
I
they
wouldn't.
asked you, if they came to you right
Never.
now and they said, Michelle, we're going a direction that is just
Never.
extraordinarily you.
Never.
Why not? You feel like it's just too much turmoil, too much.
Listen, they craft stories for each person. You have no control over what
Right.
story they're going to craft for you. So it's actually, you have to be very brave or dumb, which you can take your pick for most of the people who go, to understand or to trust yourself, to say,
Right.
like, I'm such a great person. That's what I think. It's like American Idol. Like, most people who audition think they have great voices, even though half of them don't.
Right.
And so they're like, well, I'm going to, I'll do as well as I can do. And I think it's the same there. You just don't know. It's a show. It's not like it's not real life.
Right.
There are people who are crafting the stories. So part of my issue with Paradise this season is I feel like the stories aren't good enough. Like, I'm kind of a little bit, I feel like, am I allowed to talk about it? Right?
No, please.
Because these people
We're
watch
not,
it.
I'm not sponsored by them.
You're into it. I mean, I'm
No, I'm into what you're saying.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I feel the same way. I'm like
removed.
it's 2 hours. It's
Get
like 2
yourself
hours
on
a
cam
night
too, babe.
for 2 nights.
It's 4 hours a week.
Yeah,
Right.
4 hours.
It's
a week.
more than one Malcolm X screening per week.
It's 2
That's
hours
crazy.
an
Too much,
episode?
it's too much pressure.
2 hours twice a week.
And I agree. I'm like, who cares about any of these people?
So then I had a theory today on Fresh Batch, my podcast. Thank you, by the way, for letting me plug that.
so
For the
welcome.
13 people. If the people watching want to download it, whatever, just subscribe. Don't even listen to it. But what was I going to say? Oh, my theory is because now they have a Winter Games coming in the
Right.
winter. So today it hit me, and my guests, who were amazing, that maybe they're saving the good people for the Winter Games.
Oh,
Because I gotta say, I find the cast, other than Dean, who is also acting like a dick, I find the cast to be like very
Controversial point.
bland. I'm like waiting for any person to show up that I could really give a shit about. And
Right.
they sent Vinny home. What do you want to say?
Well, maybe they had a hard time getting people to come back down after the controversy.
No way.
They all came back.
They all came back, and they're all so. I felt like I was watching an episode of the 700 Club this week when it was like, we love this show. Like, it was just so weird, that weird thing yesterday.
Yeah. Did you see the serapes on the couches?
No, yes.
I was like,
Do you know that I took one from our set last summer? Because I did an after show last summer.
Right.
And I was obsessed. I call them
said
Mexican
after show.
blankets. I don't know. What are they called? Serapes?
Serapes.
Great. So I have one. I'm like, you mean there's Mexican blankets? I took one because I was obsessed with it. It's such a beautiful set. And I was like, where did these serapes come from? And they were like, oh, if you want one, like, pick one. And so I took it, and then I came home, and it does not go with my decor, so it's like in my linen.
Oh
Probably just like thinks that they think that it designates. Okay, now we're talking about Mexico.
Right.
Right.
But the whole set
no! Only people know
was like
exactly the only thing they know about.
glam IKEA, like Marilyn Monroe, Shays, like, oh, but throw that Mexican blanket there.
Would you though go on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette if it was
Would you
founded
go on it?
on naked, whatever it's called, principles?
I would want.
If
Can I
solely
tell you? I would
you were
not.
only a vagina and we never saw your face.
That's
that's
literally
how...
my human fucking nightmare. But I will tell you this. That watching that show actually gave me a confidence boost because, you never... Like, when are you looking at so many regular naked bodies that aren't like Hollywood actresses or actors?
Korean spa.
Right.
Yeah, which I've never been to. I just hurt
Oh, you
myself
gotta
on this
go.
thing.
No,
It's
you're
great.
fine.
No, I've never been. Wait, because I want to get my whole body exfoliated.
Oh.
Should we do that next week
Should
on
we
What a
go?
Delight?
I mean, that's the next logical step based on the way the show has been
Should
going.
we have some Koreans come
Michelle's
over here
like,
and
should we go?
exfoliate
Yeah,
us?
and I'm like, should we fully do it on the show?
I want to get that done. I know, but I'm
into
afraid
it.
that I'm going to show because I'm 6'1". I'm not thin,
Right.
and I'm going to show up and take my clothes off, and the Koreans are going to be like, I won't do the accent because of the time we're living in, but they'll be like, oh, it's like a really sensitive time.
What are
But
you
then
talking
the
about?
Koreans will be like, no, I just can't do accents anymore. It's like very sad.
No, it's
but then the Koreans will be like, who's the big one? Like they're just not going to like
Right.
exfoliating me.
Right.
So, anyways, that's it. But yeah, I want to go. I've been cupped though, and I really like that. It's very relaxing.
I think we should schedule, What a Delight exfoliation.
Would you go on? Are you single now? What's happening with you?
I'm not. I'm in a relationship.
Oh, you are. But would you go on Bachelor?
Regardless, I would never go on The Bachelor. I mean, for the same reasons, but I don't even
Right.
think I went on a show which is not the same thing at all, and I ended up not making the final cut.
What was it?
First Dates on NBC.
Which, by the way, was very similar to my Lifetime show, which was
right.
Date
Yes,
Night
yes,
Live.
yes,
Very
we did
similar
that.
ideas.
Absolutely, yes.
I
And so
remember that. Oh
I
my
did
God.
that. I went to Chicago a couple years ago, and literally the premise is here, go on a first date, and there's
Drew
kind
Barrymore
of
is
no drama,
narrating.
and there's
Important,
no,
yeah.
and that's why it's Ellen DeGeneres produced, and so after I finished. And we didn't hear about the show for a couple of years until finally they did air
Are you
recently. And I
joking
was
me?
like, "Are they?" No, yeah. And we were like, "Oh,
You filmed
I
it
guess
years
it did."
ago?
I filmed it in
I'm
summer
dying.
of 2015, and I was like, "Oh, I guess it didn't air," which makes total sense because it was boring as fuck. Like, what is this about? It's just like people going on like conflictless, enjoyable dates. Where at the end we're just like, "Oh, well, I don't think I'm gonna have sex with you, but I had a
Right.
great time."
Were
Like,
you
and
willing
they
to
didn't,
make
tell
out
you
on
what to
camera?
say.
Were you willing to make out on camera?
Yeah, I think. I mean, they didn't ask me that, but I think if we had hit it off, I would be open to that.
My
but it
nightmare
was,
is watching myself
was
make
so
out
weird.
with someone. I think I would have to just...
That's interesting because I guess I've never seen that.
Me neither. I think I am very good at it. And my nightmare is watching myself and then being like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like,
you're not-
I'm every
And then
person
you're
I've
out
ever
of the
made fun
moment
of
every
is me.
time.
You can be very good at it, but also
Not
look
look good.
awful doing it. Like there's
Right.
there's a balance that you don't even know what it.
Well,
could
thank
then
you
you're
for
gonna-
pointing out my flaw.
In your head
So
the whole
rude.
time.
No, but
like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
be thinking
I
about
can't
it and then
realize
like not be,
they're
Christina, let's play a game with Michelle, but any comments about anything Bachelor? Does our audience care about
Christina.
Bachelor or about judging people based on their private
How good
parts?
does Christina look? Can we talk about...
How is it?
No.
Just she what?
She just looks great. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
she looks so great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's just a vision.
Beth said, Michelle, though, I'm sad they don't have After Paradise.
Thank
No.
you.
Oh.
I know.
She's happy, though, because she would have had to work the delay on the show on ABC. I don't know what that means, but she's
I would have... Can you imagine I make like the scandal so funny? I'm like, did he or didn't he? Coming up next. Like, no, thank you. Who said that?
Elizabeth.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa. Thanks for still watching.
Can I tell you that it was honestly such a fun... That was like one of the most fun jobs I've ever
Oh,
had
I
last
can't imagine
summer.
because you're such a fan, and then
Thank
like
you.
to have all
Thank
that
you.
collide, it's just like a dream.
The thing is, they weren't going to do it, I don't think, anyways.
Right.
But maybe, I don't know what their deal was because they're always last minute. Like last year, they
Right.
told me literally a week before it started. So you just never know with
Right.
TV. But
Right.
I don't see how they could have done it this season. Plus, to be
Right.
honest with you, can we have whatever.
Let's
I'm
get
like,
into
let me
it.
just
Only
burn
my
every
mom and
bridge.
Alyssa-
No, but
They won't
just
tell
to me,
anybody.
I'm like, this season, I don't see how you could have done it. Obviously,
Right.
because of the drama. In fact, I find that I'm finding a taste level issue with how they're handling it. It's
Right.
I agree.
making me very uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to not be involved in it at all and like walk away.
Right.
But even if that hadn't have happened, I mean, truly the thing is, look, if Corinne would have stayed on the show and not been a cholera,
Sure.
then it would have been great to have After Paradise because she's exactly the drama that you want on a show like that.
I couldn't
but then
agree more.
something got fucked up, and here we are. And so that's what happened. So she leaving ruined the season. That's
Listen,
that.
I know exactly what you're
Because
referencing,
you need
and I totally
a drunk,
agree.
slutty. I hate to say it, and she is slutty, and I will
Yes.
use that word.
There's
That's
nothing
like the
wrong with
There's a lot of
magic
use.
sex positive.
ingredient in every
100%,
reality
but it's
show.
a good word,
Yeah.
and it's how she is.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank
yeah.
you. Did I judge it?
No,
Sorry, I did
No.
not.
no.
I go to Jersey sometimes, okay? I don't judge that word.
You get it.
All right.
Oh my God, can you not leave my camera angle like that? with
You
my
look-
legs pointed open.
You
spread.
look fantastic.
Fantastic.
No,
Don't
oh my
even-
god.
Michelle.
This is
Michelle.
really horrible. It's like pointed right on my crotch.
I'm wearing a literal.
I know, but you're skinny. You're skinny. Oh my god.
You're not. We're both skinny. We're both great. All right.
Next time I come here, if there is a next time,
Christina, can I see my OBS up there instead of the Facebook Live?
Yeah.
So let's play a
that's
game.
better. I'm just gonna sit like this the whole time. Hi.
Let's sit both like this. Let's sit both our knees together.
The cats now. They're like making out.
The cats are making
Oh my God,
out.
stop it.
I don't like it.
Oh, they're very oh, they hate each other. Oh, there you go. Alright, that's it.
All right, Michelle, you look great. Your crotch looks great.
Thanks,
your hair
babe.
looks
That's
great.
really
Everything
nice.
looks
I
great.
know. I can't even be naked in
I like the
tight
order.
jeans.
I like the order.
Like,
you, your crotch, your
I would think
hair.
if I was naked eliminating you or whatever, I would totally pick your
This would
crotch.
have just totally made
I
me
would
be like,
totally
no,
pick your crotch.
That's really
But
nice.
I want to
Thank
play
you.
a game we play here on What a
Okay.
Delight. It's called Delight or Just Alright.
Yes.
There's Arthur.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
So,
this.
is it a delight or just all right? I'm
Okay.
going to give you a few things,
All right.
and since we have a budget of negative money here,
I'll
I'm gonna
tell you
show them
this.
to you. Is that a delight?
Delight.
I
Can they see it?
have a collection of Us Weeklies that
How I got thin fast.
I used to do the fashion police, and I'm in the back of them.
That's exciting.
But I know she lost 40 pounds in like a month.
Wow.
That's not safe. That's probably not true. But
Okay.
She had a baby.
I want it to be like, how
Yeah.
I gained weight in like 8 days.
it was a quick fix because she exactly.
It's like how I
adjusted the
lost
baby.
9 pounds and 10 ounces in 3 hours. Delivered a baby. Okay, let's
All right,
do this.
Michelle. Here's
Yeah.
some items. Tell me if they're a delight. Just all right. The eclipse.
No, it's reversed.
Fuck, I didn't see it. I can't read that fast.
The eclipse.
Delight.
It was a delight. Did you watch it?
I did, of course.
Did you
I
watch
got
it with
a
your
tan from it.
glasses? I guess so because you
I
can
bought
still see.
glasses on eBay. I
Okay.
had to pick them up at a hotel from a concierge.
Oh
it was
my
a very
goodness!
chic.
It seems like either
Sexy
very upsetting
story.
or very official.
It was really official, and I went to my rooftop, and it was me and every old Jew and baby, and the Jewish people, and I'm a Jewish person, so everyone breathe. And they were all like with their heads in like a Lucky Charms box, being like, "I can't see it!" like screaming the entire time. I was like, "This is not what I wanted from it. I wanted it to be like
The majesty of nature was
Right.
lost in the
Yes!
moment.
Right.
I wore a
exactly.
caftan. I was like ready
Right.
to go. Okay.
What about? I hope I remember his name. Dean from The Bachelor. The Bachelorette. The Bachelor.
He's all right. That's a good word for
just
him.
all right.
I used to like him, but he's just an idiot. He's young.
Like, disappointing.
What about bachelorette parties?
Fucking all right. Oh,
Just all right.
I've never had a good time at a bachelor
Is
party.
it right? They're just
Yeah,
sort of like,
no.
I mean, I'm going to do one of my friend Selena Kopic's jokes. It's like,
Oh,
pretend
I
we
love
never
Selena.
saw a penis ever in
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
lives. I'm like, all
I love
right.
Selena.
This is, wait, what is this? Oh, this is Taylor,
Taylor
Swift.
Swift.
She's back. Are you a Taylor Swift fan?
I'm
Did she
not.
go away?
So she's just all right?
She's all right. Also, one time I got into a fight with her mother because it's a great story.
Go
Because
on.
she, I posted a thing on bestweekever.tv, RIP,
Oh
that she shouldn't be in Les Mis. It was before they cast the movie because
Right.
they were maybe going to cast her.
Right.
And I was actually very nice. I was like, look, she's great, but like this is not the role for her. Like,
Sure.
and I'm a blogger, and her mother called the head of VH1 and was like, delete this.
Oh
And so
my
they made
God.
me delete it. It was
Wow.
fucking crazy. Yeah.
Like the Gestapo, the
Yeah.
Swift Gestapo.
I've never been a Taylor Swift fan. I think she's a great songwriter. I enjoy her music. I think her as a person, she seems insufferable, and she
She's
makes me
awful.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Even just to like see her move about the world makes me uncomfortable.
I mean, to be fair, those are my people.
what?
But
People
not
who are
insufferable
insufferable and uncomfortable.
And uncomfortable. Those are my people. So,
Let's just do a couple more. You have a per face.
Delay.
Delay, right?
Yeah.
I haven't had one in a while. Well, yeah, we'll just finish them off. Game of Thrones. People who don't watch Game of Thrones.
People who don't watch Game of Thrones, delight. I watch it, but I really don't watch it.
Okay.
I
haven't watched it.
actually
don't watch it.
say a tweet that I said I watch Game of Thrones the same way I listen in on a conference call. Like I'll have my laptop open, and when there's like a drag, I'm like ooh ooh, and then the rest of the time I'm not paying attention. It's so many meetings. I'm like, can they have less meetings this season? Do you
I
watch
did see
it?
your tweet about the Night King being hot.
Yeah,
And
he is.
Before you tweeted that, I looked him up on IMDb because I was like, what does he look like?
He's not bad.
Not bad.
Right.
But different than I thought.
he's actually been on the
Just
show without
alright.
makeup before, too.
I tweeted it. Tied
And
to a
he's been
tree.
played by two different people. He's been played by two different actors.
He looks like F. Murray Abraham in like in a latex mask. Which, if you had to ask my type,
Here we go. Fuck, marry, kill. Night King, Jon Snow, Daenerys Targaryen.
I thought you were going
Oh!
to say F. Murray Abraham.
I
No,
know.
that would have been good.
Who's Daenerys? Is Danny?
Yeah.
Say the three again. Night King.
Night King, Jon Snow, Danny. Fuck, marry, kill. Go.
Fuck the Night King,
Interesting.
marry Danny, and kill Jon Snow.
Wow!
I'm over. I fucking hate Jon Snow.
I feel like that was
He's so
controversial, but I
boring.
don't know who any of those people are. So
No.
Beth's name is
Jon
like,
Snow to me is the most boring, fucking emotionless. I can't stand him. Now, if you ask me
I
about
would
what
have a hard time
Beth
picking
is
between him and
delighted by
Danny. I'm going to be honest. It's just they're two beautiful people.
Oh, they are beautiful. Wait, can I say
Let's-
something? Wait, I'm
yes,
sorry. You
no,
can't
please.
ask me a question and then
I
move
want
on.
you to. I want you to
I
say
tell
it.
you who
Speak
I.
your truth.
I'll
Speak your
tell you.
truth.
My truth is what about what's his name? The incest brother. That's the number one, obviously.
Oh,
Jamie Lannister
There's
is
incest on Game of Thrones?
Oh,
I don't watch it!
incest brother. Jamie Lannister is the most beautiful man. I mean, I have ever laid eyes on him. You don't like him?
That's boring.
Oh, is that funny?
Yeah.
Boring. I
Too
think.
much beauty.
Have you seen the other woman with Cameron Diaz and
He's
Leslie
stunning,
Yes.
but I find it
Mann?
boring.
He's like the,
Oh yeah, he's boring in that. But I like him in like his like leather corsets and stuff. Like I'm very into the look, like the Rick Owens. What about the guy? Oh my god, who I loved,
he only has one hand.
Peleus or whatever, the guy from Ghost in the Shell with no eyeballs, like robot eyes. Anyways, okay, go on. He's hot as shit. The guy who looked like Joshua Jackson. The one, oh, please.
Wait,
I
on
feel
Game
like
of Thrones?
Yes, the one-
What's he play? What's his
He
character?
showed up. He was like one of the Greyjoys, just Euron Greyjoy.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Oh, you're
Randall
right.
Hobbs perked up when you said robot with no
You know,
eyes.
just
I don't know what that
told
means.
me.
Oh my god, Michelle. Beth,
Is it
can we get in
sure
here?
it is?
Let's get some.
By the way, I got
let's
this.
get some first aid
I
from
got
Beth.
this on ASOS.
Oh, it's very cute.
I really hate it. Okay, let's do.
I
more.
got this on Forever 21. Okay,
Looks
we
great.
got two more. Outlet malls. They're apparently coming back
Do you have to really ask
to
me
New York.
that?
I mean, I heard that.
Outlet malls are my obsession.
a delight, and that you
it's
love
a
them.
delight to the max.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
love an
do.
outlet. I grew up by one of the apparently
Which
best
ones?
outlets in the city. Grove City outlets are in Western Pennsylvania, and apparently people come from
I
all
went to the
over.
Restoration Hardware there once. I bought a lamp.
Oh no way! Why,
Uh-huh.
specifically as a destination, or you just happen to
Yep.
be in the area? Oh,
Nope.
wow.
I went there. It
Wow.
was.
That's great. That's where I went to college in Grove City. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love an
All right.
outlet.
Finally, Chrissy Teigan's Twitter feed.
Really a funny one.
It's fun, right? Have
No,
you ever worked
meaning
with
that's
or
a
met
really
Chrissy Teigan?
funny-
Oh.
Oh, I hit the button too soon.
That's a really,
That was-
really
yeah,
funny
Curtis
thing
and
to
Christina.
ask. I don't follow her, so I
Okay.
can't honestly answer that.
Have you worked with her ever? Have you encountered her?
I
Any
met her.
Chrissy
Wasn't
Teigan
I
stories?
working with you, Christina, when we met her?
Where?
Chrissy Teigan. Have you met her?
I like in passing. Like I've never produced her. But yeah.
She's very beautiful.
Yes, she's very sweet.
I think that she really finds herself very funny, and I
Yeah,
just think that's
I
great.
think she's delighted by herself.
Right.
I feel like she's.
So are we going with the light then in that
I
case?
think it's
I
like
think
a
it's a
double layer
delight, yeah.
delight.
I
Yeah.
think it's
I'm not going to
fantastic.
shit talk Chrissy. I can't have everyone hating me. Like I can't have Jon Snow hating me. You know, I've met a lot of the Game of Thrones people, but this means nothing to you.
I wish you did.
Start watching.
Rich Madden, who I
What?
love, and what's her name? Lena Headey.
Oh,
She's
yes.
wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's fabulous. Yeah.
Like, why isn't her hair growing back?
I know. Well, she's kind of growing back.
Yeah.
Ugh, all right. It's a wig. Anyways.
Michelle, thank you so much for coming the whole way out to Astoria. Where can people learn more about you?
Remind me next time I come on the show to ask you to hoist the camera up to not my fucking vagina. Like, it is literally pointed. That's not a
Do you
good
want
look.
us? Do you want us to like
Hoist
tilt
it up. If you
Well,
hoist it up, yes,
you
I'm
did start
twice your
talking about a
height.
show with vaginas in the very beginning.
Oh my god. Thank you. That's how it should have been the whole time.
guys?
For you too.
We make zero. We work
No, but
on
look
$0.
how much better. Look how much skinnier I look right now from that. Because it's like now you're not getting all the thickness here. Leave some for the room.
Listen,
Okay, hi,
if you
everyone.
want to be honest, I'm throwing my technical director Tanuki under the bus, and this is his.
Can we start
this
from
is
the
really
top?
his
I know we had
choice.
audio
This is
problems.
really his choice.
Can we start from the top? I'm really
Michelle,
sorry.
go see,
Hi.
go see. Yes, go turn on the air conditioner. Go see Magic Mish. On September 14th,
13th.
13th, 14th,
Wednesday
13th.
night, I'll say it. Wednesday night, September 13th at 8 o'clock.
Perfect.
Oh, look at that.
We
Christina
have credits,
Clements.
so go see her.
Yes.
Follow her on Twitter.
Download Fresh Batch at Mishcall on Twitter. The
And
end.
this is
Thanks for having me.
Michelle, thank you so much for coming.
I
This
love
is the
that
part,
top.
well, because, you know, we're in my apartment, so this is my Mr. Rogers moment where
Oh.
you can stay, you can go, but this is the part where we get comfortable.
All right.
I'm just gonna cuddle up with.
I just pour myself, you know, I turn on my wine for a little nighttime juice,
Oh,
and
good.
we'll see you guys next week for another delightful episode of What a Delight. Michelle, Beth Conroy, DJ Duck Demon. Watch Big Morning Buzz live on VH1. Oh, wait,
And
no.
show me your kitty on YouTube.
Canceled. All right.
And whatever that
Love
bottle
you guys.
says.